Pete was desperate. His boss had called him in earlier in the week and said, Pete, you need to get engaged with this job or you're not going to have one. Now, Pete's in his early 50s. He's 100 pounds overweight, which he regained after losing it and enjoying an active lifestyle. He's got 2 young children that he adopted with his second wife, who is also obese. And when I asked Pete, what is it that you do for fun? He said, I'm a gamer. 24/7, if I'm not at work, I'm playing video games. And the family? So as we continued to talk, I asked about his dreams. I asked what he was passionate about. And he couldn't think of anything at first, which is pretty common when I first talk to someone about coaching. And we continued our conversation. He said, oh, I love writing poetry. I wrote a poem when I proposed to my wife. And he proceeded to tell me the poem, word for word, 5 years later. It was beautiful. It was moving, and obviously it worked. He said, but I can't make enough money writing poetry. So I asked about his career. He said, I hate my job. I have no patience for the people I work with. I'm sure there's nobody in this room like that. I have no patience for the people I work with. And he said it was never my goal or my dream to be in IT and to be a technology guy. But it's really good money. So this is what I've done. And hey, I figure in another 10 years, I can retire. 10 years! 10 more years being unplugged, being in a miserable relationship, disconnected from life, and nothing that fuels you, and just playing video games to hide out all the time? Ladies, I am here to remind you this morning and to tell you that you always have a choice. Clyde, I want you to think about a time in your life where you did something that was kind of a fail. You didn't feel good about what you did, and it was just kind of like embarrassing. Okay, do you have that in mind? Yep. Okay, just keep that in mind, and now resist. Okay, not so good. Now, think of a time when you're really successful, you're really proud of yourself, really inspired by what you did, okay? Now, resist. Look at how strong that is, thinking about a success now. So in order to reach that next level of your life, you've got to take 100% responsibility. How many of you know that you take 100% responsibility for your life? How many of you are full of it? Oh, yeah. Taking 100% responsibility is a tall order. That means no complaining, no blaming, no being defensive, that you own up to what's happening in your life, and you look at what I did to play into this, to cause this, to bring this into my world. So we are going to play a game. So this is a little game show, and you guys are going to be the cheering section. And Gretchen, when you know the answer, you're going to say, where's the beef? Okay. And Kelly, when you know the answer, you're going to say, I love tofu.
Do you want to switch that?
See that? See that? I looked right at you. I said, she wants tofu, and I'm not giving it to her.
And I want beef?
Yeah. All right, so when you know, so I will read the question. Okay. I will read out how many points each one has, and then you will answer. You will say, where's the beef, or I love tofu. Okay, first question for 5 points.
I'm tofu, right? Yeah.
You're tofu. You don't have to be tofu. You can say, I love tofu. All right, you ready? 5 points. Which has more? You always have a choice how you live your life. Now, all that time that I spent talking on college campuses to sororities and fraternities, there's one thing that actually did rub off on me a little bit. They love to do a cheer. So guess what? I want to make sure that as you leave here, everybody's feeling a little of the inspiration that I've been sharing with you the past hour or so. You ready? Give me a P. P. Give me an A. A. Give me an S. S. Give me an S. S. Give me an I. I. Give me an O. O. Give me an N. N. What's that spell? Passion. What fuels you? Passion. What do you want more sending out a big virtual group hug, and I will carry each and every one of you with me in my heart today. Thank you so much for sharing this time with me.